It's Sunday, November 1st. I'm Mike Rogers, and this is Comic Book Steals and Deals. Over at Golden Apple Comics today, I was looking at their Future State comics, currently coming out from DC Comics, where they're pretty much redoing all of the titles over again. I'm not a big DC guy, as you know, but I did want to take a look at this and see what we have. Over at Golden Apple Comics today, they have 53 different titles posted for Future State. I just wanted to run down the titles that you have. Now, this is going to cover pretty much every title in the DC universe because they've pretty much done everything and changed it over to Future State. But I just want to give you an idea of what's going on with this event so that you don't try to collect them all, because there's literally 53 titles, and that covers every title, their A, their B, and their C cover. But I might as well just run down what titles there are. We have the next Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Shazam, Nightwing, Superman, Wonder Woman, Catwoman, Aquaman, Superman, Wonder World at War, Suicide Squad, Justice League, Swamp Thing, Harley Quinn, Green Lantern, Teen Titans, Robin Eternal, Dark Detective, Superman of Metropolis, Immortal Wonder Woman, Batman vs. Superman. Or I'm sorry, Batman Superman, it's not verse. Superman vs. Imperious Lex, Kara Zor-El Superwoman, Legion of Superheroes. There's one I didn't find in this list, but I know exists, called Batman Catwoman. The only one of all of these that jumps out to me, the only one of all of these titles that jumps out to me is Immortal Wonder Woman #1, the Peach Momoko cover at $6.99. There wasn't another cover right here that said, oh, this looks interesting and I've got to find out about it. Peach Momoko is the only thing interesting about any of these covers I found. Now, you know I'm not a big DC guy, but you've got basically, there were 53 things posted. Those were A, B, and C covers. So figure there's about 20 some odd different titles here. They're all #1s this week. So all the #1s of these series are out right now. All of the things that I just mentioned have #1s. They have A, B, and C covers of #1s. I'm not going to be chasing any of them. The only one I might pick up is the Immortal Wonder Woman #1, the Peach Momoko at $6.99, just because it could be your last DC work for a while. I'm not a big DC person, so there's nothing there that I saw that I should jump right in on, from the titles or from the covers. It just seems like another New 52, another relaunch of the entire DC line. King in Black is rivaling Future State. There are 54 plus titles in the King in Black series right now available. There's more because there's the addition of the True Believers King in Black. So not only are these True Believers, these things are being marketed as King in Black True Believers. So there might be something in there that you need to read that ties in, or they might just be showing that this history ties into the King in Black. But they're listing those books as King in Black as well, those True Believers. And they're $2.50. They've gone up in price. I believe $2.50 is more expensive than they usually are. So they've added a couple of titles. They added the Black Knight. They've added Thunderbolts. The Gwenom vs. Carnage is just a title it was there before that I told you about before, but that's another title. And Return of Valkyries #1. So there's 4 offshoot titles besides Symbiote Spider-Man that I'm seeing. These are the 4 new ones that they have. There's also Immortal Hulk series, Symbiote Spider-Man, and a couple others. Black Cat, there's a couple others. It goes through a couple of things. So King in Black is currently up to #3. You can pre-order #3 right now. But there are so many dang #1s, I thought I should run over those with you so that you're not, again, trying to chase. And they have some new ones up that are really, really good looking. I am kind of cautious of any book that has that symbol up in the corner, where it's those 3, 4 little lines. It says King in Black up in the corner, that type of logo. That tells me that that's kind of like an offshoot, and you can almost ignore it. Because the books that I see that seem to be important don't have any of that on it. Symbiote Spider-Man covers, there's a ton of. They keep adding more. So I put a little section below where you just Symbiote Spider-Man covers under, I believe we're at Golden Apple Comics. Just so you can see all those covers, pick and choose which one you like, or just get the cheapest one so you can read it. For King in Black #1, Let me just run through these really quick. These are available. These are the prices. There are some new ones, and they've added some crazy ones. So there's the 1A, which is a great cover. The 1A of King of Black #1 is a beautiful cover. It's $5.99, gorgeous. The 1B is a gorgeous cover, $5.99. It's The Darkness Reigns. That's the one I like the best. They have a Ji Hung Lee cover that just came out, freaking gorgeous, $20. They have a Philip Tan. This is a launch variant. It's got Wolverine in the foreground. Very good looking, very bright, $5.99. There's a Francis Yu connecting variant. I'm not big on the connecting variants because you have to get the other books, and it just doesn't work for me. There's a 1 in 50 Ben Coelho for $50. There's a 1 in 100 Simon Bisley. If it's not Simon Bisley, they didn't say who it was, but that's Simon Bisley. It's got to be $150. And then there's a Donny Cates. Did Donny Cates do the artwork on this cover? I have no idea. They're calling it a Donny Cates. It's a 1 in 500. It's $1,300. Link below, you can check it out at least. They have a tattoo variant, which is gorgeous. The tattoo variant is freaking gorgeous, $5.99. There's also the Planet of the Symbiotes, okay? They have the 1A cover, the Tony Moore, freaking gorgeous, $3.99. And then you're looking at all these King in Black, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this thing, the Iron Man Doom Santa Claus thing, $3.99. I have no idea why they did that, why they made it part of it, it just doesn't make any sense, but it jumps out at you every time. At $3.99, make it a complete set with that book, I guess, but King in Black is hitting you with a ton of different #1s. I'm going to have most of those in my thumbnail today, and just pick and choose in there. But you can get up to $150 if you want to spend $150 on it. You can spend $1,300 on one if you wanted to. Ridiculous. So over at Sanctum Sanctorum, they have all the crossover that you could ever need. They've got 1, 2, and 3 is out now. 2 and 3 are the Jeff Shaw covers. He does the A covers for these. So 2 is out at $359. 3 is out at $359. They have the Nakayama, only 400 of these are made at $14.99. They have the Baldissimo at $29.99. They have the Shatutus at $19.99 and the Stegman Color Splash at $19.99. If you want to get the Shatutus and the Stegman Color Splash, you can get them both for $34.99. They have the A, B, C, and D cover at $3.99. They have the 1 in 100 black and white cover B at $89.99. They have the 1 in 75, $69.99. This is a black and white by Shaw. 1 in 10, $9.99. Not too much there to write home about. 1 in 25, nothing to write home about, $19.99. Over at Slab City, you're going to finish off all your crossover things. Between these two stores, between Sanctum and Slab City, you're pretty much getting everything except for those random exclusives, or that store you've never heard of just put out an exclusive. They have the Schmelke at $149.95 in pound. That turns to be $19.35 in American. They have the Bishop at $19.35 in American. They have the Scott McFarland at $19.35 in American. The Peach MOMOKO at $25.83. The Megan Hutchinson at $19.35. Now, the Schmelke and the Bishop are both available at One Stop Comics. The Scott McFarland is available also at One Stop Comics. The Peach MOMOKO is available at Big Time Comics, and the Megan Hutchinson was available at 616 Comics. You can get all these stores in the U.S., but this is one place in the U.K. that has them all. Pay a little bit more for the price of the book, but you do well on shipping. They have a King in Black Coelho Dragon 1 in 50 at $51.75. Really good looking. And that was the only place I ever saw it. They also have the Batman Catwoman that I couldn't find anywhere else, the John Giange, at $15.47. Something's Killing the Children. Sanctum Sanctorum. This is what they have. They've got number 13 and 14, the A cover at $3.59. They have number 10, the second print, $3.99, orange cover. It'll be in my thumbnail today. They have number 6, the Frizzen variant. This is the Color Bloody Chainsaw. We haven't seen this one in a while. It's been sold out forever. Bloody Chainsaw color variant, $24.99. They have the Foil Local Comic Shop Day, number 1, $6.99. They have number 1, the Frizzen Foil, 9.8 at $449.95. Not $99, not cheap, but $450 for the number 1 in a 9/8 foil Frizzen. The number 9A cover at $360. They have the number 13 Franny, beautiful cover, 1 in 25 at $54.99. They have the number 12, the main cover at $3.99. They have the number 12 Momoko trade at $19.99. They have number 7 at $24.99. They have the number 1 Frizzen black and white spot color virgin variant at $39.99. That's a 9.8. That's $399.99. They have the number 12 trade dress sketch, $19.99 is the Peach Momoko. And so Peach Momoko did a trade dress, a sketch, and a virgin variant. The virgin variant's $84.99. The trade is $19.99, and the sketch is $19.99. If you want to get the sketch and the trade, you can get them for $34.99. They have the 9.8 Momoko number 12 in a trade for $84.99. They have the bloody sketch variant. So there's a sketch cover. It's number 12, I believe. Half the cover is blood, half the cover is white. It's just called their bloody sketch variant, $3.99. They have number 11, the 1 in 50 Bengal variant, $89.99, freaking amazing. And number 11, the sketch, number 11 sketch. I don't know what that one is, so forget about that one. And then they have the number 11, 1 in 25, Frizzen Gray, $74.99 in the raw. That was one that they had in the CGC 9.8 as well. There are some exclusives that are only available at stores you've never heard of. Well, there's just this one. Most of them have been sold out forever, but there are stores you've never heard of doing exclusives for comic books you'll never see. I just Googled Something's Killing the Children exclusives, and was just finding store after store of exclusive I never saw that have been sold out for a while now. One I found was Izzy's Comics. Izzy's Comics has an exclusive on number 12. There's only 500 available. It's a virgin variant at $20. You would have never saw this if I didn't tell you about it. Mutant Beaver has the Zoe Leche virgin variant. 500 of these are made. This is the first one that she did. Really good looking, $30. There's a color splash of that same book. Only 300 of those were made, $37.51. Ratha Comics is one of our sponsors. You use CBSD 10 every day to get 10% off our order. For Something's Killing the Children, they have 1 through 3. Okay? They have number 1, the Jay Lee, $49.95. Jay Lee did the cover on that one. They have the Frizzen Virgin variant at $54.95. Number 1, Frizzen Virgin variant, Something's Killing the Children, for $55. Okay? Just saying. They got the number 2, the variant at $24.95. That's sold out everywhere. They have number 1, the number 2, the cover A, $24.95. Number 3 at $24.95. They have that Zoe Leche with the rabbit ears. Her holding the knives as rabbit ears. $124.95. That thing came and went in a heartbeat. And the one per store, number 11, virgin variant for $34.95. You're crazy not to hop on that. Over at Mighty Thorpe, using CBSD 10 to get 10% off our order there every day. They have King and Black bundles. You can get 8 cover bundles for $39.95, $35.94, $36. You're getting 8 covers. That's crazy. I think that's a 5. Pretty sure that's a 5. They have Ice Cream Man number 20, the LCSD, the orange cover. They have the Department of Truth number 3, the 1 in 10 Gorham that just came out. I told you about it yesterday, but now they got it there at a discounted price. And they have I Walk with Monsters, A, B, and C cover, Vault Comics. It's Vault Comics, okay? So Vault Comics isn't like Aftershock or like Vault Comics is kind of hit and miss. I Walk with Monsters looks pretty good. The Vault is throwing me a little as far as like collectability and buyability and all that, but it looks good. And I Walk with Monsters, Something's Killing the Children. It just has that feel to it. It's just it loses a couple of points with me because it's Vault. Just because those books have not done as well as Image or Boom or everyone else. So guys, I got to run to the store. I got to go there. I went to my comic book store today with the money that I made from the auction last night, and they're stacked. I forgot how many comic books came out this week. So I am going right now to the comic book store to buy more comics for the auction that we're going to have at 3. It's going to be pushed out to like 3:30, 3:45. I'm going to change that right now. I haven't even put it up yet. I only told you about it earlier. So I'll put the thing up, the announcement for the thing, but it's going to be pushed out to about 3:30, 3:45 because I got to go buy those books. I've only got about $40, but I'm going to go spend every dollar I have on those comics. They had everything on the shelf. I walked in there and I was like, "Are you going to be here for a while?" He's like, "Actually, I got to run an errand. I'll come back." And I'm like, "I'll come back after you do the errand. I got some work to do in here." He's like, "Good. I need somebody to come in here and do some work." So I'm going to go do that, but it's going to just make us a little bit later than I wanted to. 3:30, 3:45, I'll get going. This might not even go up. Hopefully this will go up now, but I'm really tight for time right now. I'll try to get this right up for you guys, but you know I'll